Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
I'd like to thank you for joining us here today at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. And if you haven't been here in a while or this is your first experience, we thought we'd give you a little virtual tour so you know what to expect. Hi, we're here at the Stingray tank. This is your chance to get close with our rays. We have a 6,000-gallon tank, and in fact, you can come right up and pet the rays. We clip the barbs off them so you can't get stung, and they actually feel kind of nice, but like most animals, they don't like it if you pet them on the eyes or the tail.
Some wild rays have barbs, so many people misunderstand them and try to hurt them out of fear. But rays aren't aggressive animals. In fact, pretty much the only way you can get hurt is if you accidentally step on one and get stung.
And luckily, there's an easy way to avoid that out in the wild. As you're entering the waters, kind of drag and shuffle your feet through the sand, and they'll feel you coming, they'll get out of the way, and you won't have to worry about stepping on them.
Stingray Beach is also home to our nesting sea turtle display. Each year, thousands of loggerhead sea turtle hatchlings emerge from the sands of our local beaches. CMA works to help raise awareness and protect our sea turtle hatchlings by promoting Lights Out for Sea Turtles. We even station volunteers at nests around the county to help make sure the hatchlings make it safely to the water.
All right, let's head over to the sea cavern and see what's going on there.
The Sea Cavern is a great place to learn about the fish and other marine life that inhabit Clearwater Bay and the nearby Gulf of Mexico. Sharks, drums, snapper, and other fish pass by the windows in our large display tank.
If you like touching the rays, then you'll love our touch tank. This is where we house our invertebrates, animals without backbones.
You'll find sea urchins, crabs, snails, sponges, and more. All of these animals have a short 3-week stay at CMA, helping us to educate the public about our local marine ecosystems and their inhabitants.
We pick them up on our boat, bring them in, you check them out, and then it's back out into the ocean. That's one of the things that we like here at the aquarium, get things back out whenever we can, and you can help us. Right behind us, we have some displays showing ways people can help prevent some of the injuries that bring the animals to us. Shipwreck Alley is a great way to see our dolphins through our underwater viewing windows.
It's also a great place to get a new perspective on one of our dolphin presentations. Turtle ICU is located at one end of Shipwreck Alley. The turtles in here have a virus known as fibropapillomatosis, or FP.
So we have to keep them separated from our other turtles so we don't risk spreading the virus. That even includes keeping people out of the room, but you can still take a peek in through the door. We're here at our surgical center. Here's where we assess our incoming animals and perform any treatments that are necessary.
This is also where we do routine checkups of our resident turtles and otters. Sometimes they'll leave the windows open so our guests can watch our rescue and rehabilitation work in action.
And our dolphins, they're actually trained to allow us to perform medical treatments right at their pool. We're here at Otter Oasis, home of our North American river otters. They're not technically marine mammals because they live in the freshwater, not the saltwater.
North American river otters live throughout the entire United States, in northern Mexico, and in southern Canada. They have 2 thick layers of fur to keep them nice and warm.
That makes them awful cute, but a little bit smelly. They actually have a scent gland, kind of like their cousins the skunk, that they can use to mark their territory.
We have 3 North American river otters here at CMA.
Like many of the otters here at the aquarium, Oscar was brought in as a pup. He was actually found near a garbage can, and that's how he got his name. Sometimes if a really young pup comes in, they don't have the necessary survival skills to survive out there in the wild, so they end up staying with us or being transferred to another facility.
Cooper was rescued in 2001. Cooper was hit by a car and sustained spinal cord damage. Because of that, you may see him dragging his back legs around on land in his exhibit.
If you've seen the movie Dolphin Tale, you may recognize this area. This $300,000 addition to the aquarium was donated by the movie company and even used in the filming of the movie Dolphin Tale.
In fact, a lot of the movie was filmed at the aquarium, and if you check out our scene marker signs, you'll get an idea of what scenes were shot where.
Now that the filming's done, this area houses some of our resident animals. Let's check out who's in the pool now.
You can see that Bailey actually loves his underwater window. Let's go down and take a look.
Bailey is a green sea turtle. Bailey's back flippers are paralyzed due to spinal cord damage he sustained from human interaction.
This large pool is Turtle Bayou. It's equipped with rock formations to help some of our permanently floating sea turtles. When a sea turtle gets struck by a boat, sometimes its injury causes it to float.
And that's not good. Out there in the wild, they'd be a prime target to either get hit by another boat or maybe picked off by a shark.
Coco is a green sea turtle. Coco was struck by a boat, but instead of having a shell injury, Coco was hit in the head and is now completely blind. Coco has to be hand-fed fish and squid each day by aquarium staff and volunteers.
Titus is a green sea turtle. When she is coming up for a breath, Titus was struck by a boat, forcing air into another part of her shell. Now Titus has a bubble butt, causing her to float at the surface and therefore be a permanent resident at CMA.
We're here on the harbor deck where you get a great view of our local estuary environment.
Sometimes you can even see some of our local seabirds, manatees, or even dolphins out in the waterway. This is Shark Pass, the topside view of the large tank you saw in the sea cavern.
Believe it or not, this is where we train our sharks. It takes a lot of scuba gear to keep our pools clean.
That keeps our dive team, made up entirely of volunteers, busy even after hours. We're here at Turtle Lagoon. This area houses some of our resident sea turtles.
We have a shell here with us, a sea turtle shell. The outside are the scutes, which are hard and smooth like our fingernails. The inside, rib bones.
Molly is a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. She's missing both of her left flippers due to a shark attack.
Stubby is a green sea turtle. She's missing her front flippers because she was entangled in monofilament or fishing line. Whenever you go fishing, look for the special receptacles to throw away your used fishing line so injuries like Stubby's don't happen again.
Now we're here at Turtle Cove. We have lots of turtle pools here at the aquarium. In fact, we're one of the largest turtle rehabbers in the state.
We often release 30 to 50 sea turtles in a year. In a busy year, we can release over 100.
Stumpy is a hawksbill sea turtle. Hawksbills are named for their bird-like face and the frayed edges of their shell.
Max is a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. Max is partially blind because of head injuries he received when he was younger.
Madam is our only resident sea turtle that was born in captivity. She was part of a captive breeding program to help raise their numbers in the wild. Kemp Ridleys are the most endangered sea turtles in the world.
Rob is a Kemp's Ridley. Rob was hit by a boat and has permanent damage to his jaw. He now has to be hand-fed and would not be able to feed himself in the wild.
Hi, we're here at the Winter Zone. This is the home for many of our family of bottlenose dolphins. Bottlenose dolphins, they're the ones that live closest to us here in Clearwater, and they get pretty big, 8 to 10 feet long, 400 to 500 pounds.
While you're up here at the Winter Zone, you may hear a lot of noises, clicks and whistles. Believe it or not, all of those noises are coming from our dolphins. They make noises through their blowhole, and that's also where they breathe. Dolphins are mammals, just like us, so they need to breathe air.
Let's learn a little bit more about our resident dolphins.
Winter is the most famous resident here at CMA. You may have heard of her before. When Winter was only 2 months old, she became all tangled up in the ropes of a crab trap. That rope wrapped so tightly around her tail that it cut off the circulation, causing her tail to slowly fall off after a rescue. Now Winter is missing her tail flukes, as well as the bottom 2 bones in her spine. Her trainers work with her every day to keep her spine healthy and her muscles strong. They even use an artificial tail created just for Winter by Hanger Prosthetics to do the physical therapy sessions with her throughout the day. The Marine Mammal Protection Act says it is illegal to feed or interact with wild dolphins. Panama helps us to teach guests about that law and keep her wild cousins safe. Oh, and Panama's also completely deaf, so her trainers have to use special hand signals to train her instead of a whistle like they use with the other dolphins.
Hope is the youngest dolphin here at the aquarium. Hope came in when she's only a couple months old. Unfortunately, her mom had passed away and Hope was left as an orphan calf. Rescuers knew she wouldn't survive out there on her own and brought her to us. Unfortunately, when a young calf comes in without their mom, they are not able to be released. They don't know how to hunt, they don't know how to avoid sharks or anything that would help them survive out there in the wild. So Hope is learning to be a dolphin here with us.
We're up here at the Dolphin Terrace, home of Nicholas.
Nicholas is currently our only male dolphin here at the aquarium, and he arrived on Christmas Eve 2002 and was named after St. Nick or Santa Claus. Nicholas was a young calf with severe burns on his back that he received while being stranded out in the sunlight. It took several months for those burns to heal, and like Hope and Winter, Nicholas doesn't have the skills he would need to survive out there in the wild, so he stays here with us.
Before this was a public exhibit, this was our rehab pool for many of our stranded animals, including several dolphins, baby whales, and even a giant sea turtle.
But watch out, it's a 24-hour splash zone up here at Dolphin Terrace.
So thanks for joining us here in the theater today.
We know you're anxious to get into the aquarium and see all the animals.
Here's a few things to keep in mind for their safety and yours.
Make sure you stay with your chaperone and don't wander away from the group.
Should you get separated, head on down to the front desk. Your chaperones will meet you there.
Keep all your personal items on your side of the railing. That includes hats, sunglasses, cameras, cell phones, anything you wouldn't want to fall into the water.
And remember, no food or drink allowed upstairs.
But most importantly, have fun.